So Luke Wright is back, and what you're going to see is the 2024 World of Railways at the NEC. Let's go and have a look.
It's showtime.
It's like the northeastern and the landings over here. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, also, look.
So this is the 2024 National Holby Railway Train Cert event. And I was here a year ago, all that time ago. So here you're going to meet a lot of different train sets. So this is also where you can actually buy model trains. In a lot of trains there are what are called gauges, and those gauges, there's different levels to them. So you have the smallest gauge, and which are the smallest trains, and then as you go up the gauges you get to see, you get to have bigger trains, and you can build some pretty interesting sets. So look at this.
It's cheaper than taking it's certainly it's cheaper than taking a train or driving. When you get off the airport, you get off, you wander across, and take the air road.
It's pretty cool. And that's only a small set. So there are much bigger sets. Let's see if we can go find it. Huge. It's only a yearly thing. And I remember when I was growing up, and trains were a thing for me. I always found them quite interesting. I've gotten bigger and older, and now life has changed for me. But I still remember trains. I still remember how fun they were. So this is one of the smallest gauges. There are bigger gauges out there. So yeah, these are people that have travelled from all parts of the country, and they've then built up their sets. Just through the door. Oh, look at that. So this is one of the bigger gauges. So they have these rails because what they don't want is for you to get so close to the trains that you end up interfering with them, and they just like stop working, or you break something by accident. So they have these bars here for for that reason. But look, oh my god, look at that! It's from like, this is a O gauge. It's one of the biggest gauges you can get. Not a thing to see, isn't it? recreation of the past. Wow. Oh, carriages. Back then that would have been fuel truck. Or if there was a fire, that would be like to help extinguish fires. One or two. It's a beautiful set. So this is Kirtley Bridge. And this was closing years. 19th century, a group of local businessmen built a light railroad for the estate farms, mills and quarries. The trains would run up the valley through the village. Local people too hoped to use the line to reach nearby cities in the north and west of Yorkshire, work and travel, provide e-fiction, LMS. It's so cool seeing it in action. Like, doo-doo. Okay, train like that, quite expensive. That's worth quite a bit of money, that is. Just the train alone and the carriages. Let's go, a little sound animation. This is so cool to see. Love it. It's so interesting when you get to see the mechanicals of something like this, the engineering. Not the real life engineering, but the recreation of it. And back then that was a pretty sophisticated train when you think about it. Yeah. That was the technology of the day, that's what we could build. We could do things like this. Oh good. It's going underneath the bridge. Wow. So cool. You literally just sit here and watch. Wow, that would have been like an old mill. Wow. Wow. That's so cool. Oh, look at that. MR. Trains like that were more like workhorses, and they could go onto lighter gauged railways. That's so cool. This is a pretty interesting one. This is N gauge, so this is like the biggest gauge you can get. Biggest size trains and carriages and models. So you've got animation.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Oh, look at those wheels. Back then, that was top of the tree. It's so cool.
That doesn't look, that one doesn't look very well. Oh, no, that, yeah, that actually looks well. That one doesn't look very well. Hence why it's Spanish.
Fair amount of people here, quite a few. Actually quite busy stand here in 2024. That's interesting. What you're seeing is trains from into the 80s, into the 90s, to the early 2000s. Quite a lot to see. And different gauges too. So from 00 gauge to N gauges. So what? It's like information overload.
Hello there, how are you?
But also, there are less train sets. LMS. Oh, that's got an animation. That's so cool. It's actually got smoke coming out the chimney, like a steam train would. Back then, that was quite an advanced thing to do. That was. It was definitely a lot quieter this year compared to last year. A lot quieter. There's a lot more empty space inside the world of railways. Massive amounts of empty space and not as many stands, not as many train sets. Thanks for watching.
The little rascal has spirit. And water.
This is the end of the trail for me.
Thank you.
Thank you, kid.
I drink a cup of tea. Oh, the weather's really bad.